What's good, y'all? Thank y'all for coming back to Kick It with a Real Raw Brown Skin John. If you're interested in growing with this family, go ahead and hit that like button and that subscribe button so we can get this content moving around these YouTube streets. You hear? Alright, y'all, so this is a energy check-in. We can say full moon, we can say everything, we can just say what's tea, what's good, what it is, you know what I'm saying? I only do oracles in my own channel and my own messages, alright, so bear with me, I got you. Alright? And we're just gonna hop right into it, y'all. So first I'm gonna go over my channel messages. Let me tell y'all what just happened. So my AC wasn't working or whatever, right? And I reported it to the office just about an hour or two ago, and then the maintenance man came. So he came as I literally am booting up, suiting up to start this reading, okay? So he's like, at my door. I immediately get alert because I'm like, who the fuck at the door? Like, who is knocking at the door like that? So I go, and he come in, you know, he does 1 2 1 2. All right, and then, so, you know, I got a little salty because I had to stop or whatever, you know, I started putting, you know, move the cars back, you know, just kind of try to situate it so he don't be all up in my business, okay? And, he came back in, he was like, all right, just let it run, it should be fixed, and he left. All right, so, this is all the channel messages I got, all right? So, y'all might be experiencing right now some delays, like some setbacks, like some shit that's really like iggly, right? And it could be making you anxious or nervous, right? Also, you might have experienced some sudden events, some sudden changes, some out of nowhere type ish going down, right? And that could also be why you're feeling nervous or anxious, because it's just like monkey wrenches being thrown on your plans right now, right? Spirit also wants you to trust yourself, okay? I also been channeling tortoises and also grasshoppers. So for me, that meant like right now is a time to go slow. You might be experiencing those delays or whatever, but Spirit is saying patience, grasshopper. Patience, grasshopper. I know what you want. I know your heart's desires, but you gotta let them come into fruition, okay? And again, let shit run its course, right? Like I said, he was like, and just, like I just said with the grasshopper, let shit run its course. And then with the AC or whatever, he was like, just let it run. It's working, just let it run, right? It's going to work out. Whatever you want, whatever your heart is desiring, you're going to receive that, but you have to let the divine timing run its course, right? All right, y'all, so let's just jump into it. So first, to start off, we had the High Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? And that was followed by the Awakening card, but that came up in the reverse. So for me, that told me, because the High Priestess, how are you called to be step up and lead? So I could be talking to a High Priestess, to some type of leader, just somebody people look up to, a tarot reader, a prophet of some sort, you know what I'm saying? I could be talking to someone like that, or a group of people. Again, you could be a male or a female, it don't matter. When you divine, all right? Awakening is energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. So right now, that's in a reverse. So it's like you're not answering your calling, or you're not seeing the signs to answer your calling right now, whatever that may be, whatever your heart is desiring, whatever it is that you're trying to obtain, okay? And then followed by that was protection, which came up in a reverse as well. So call back your power, which you're not doing again. So it's like you're either purposefully you're purposely avoiding something, not doing something, or steering away from something, or you're not seeing the light. And why I say that is because Anna, grandmother of Jesus, came up. And when I said seeing the light, I saw seething the light. So you really aren't seeing something clearly, all right? And with that, your color was black for this message. So for me, it's more of a sense of you feeling, because I said that black represents like mysteriousness, right? And when I picked it up, I automatically picked up like the Holy Spirit. But, you know, naturally you think, oh no, white, purity, that's God, right? But no, the divine can show up in black. God works in mysterious ways. That's what I picked up, right? So you're not seeing the light because things feel out of order to you. You're going through delays. You got a lot of anxiousness going on. All these different changes happening. And you want shit to happen. You want shit to move, but it's just not, you know? And it's igging you. And it's taking your attention and your energy away from the shit that the divine wants you to focus on, because you focus on all the negative, all the wrong, you know what I'm saying? All that you don't have, you know? And it's like, the age of light was followed by the end of Jesus, the end of grandmother of Jesus or whatever. The age of light, you've been training for lifetimes for this. So it's like, you know what to do. Like, you know the answer. You know the way, y'all. Like, you really do. And I know that it feels like you don't, but you gotta silence all of this that's going on. You're feeling unprotected. You're feeling wild out here, like shit just bad. But this is the time. You see how she has the it's like the pyramid, and her hands are above her head. It's giving me centering, right? She's centering herself. She's coming back to the center. You gotta go back to the core. You gotta stop focusing on the negative right now and what's going wrong and what's not happening, and walking or not following your heart's desires because you're worried about how this is going to work out, how that's going to happen, how am I going to do this, how am I going to do that, who going to think this and what about me. It doesn't matter. Go back to the center, reconnect with source, tap back in, realign your chakras, get your shit back together, you know what I'm saying? Because the Council of Light came up in reverse. So that's divine orchestrating helpers in the subtle realms. The divine is literally, you blocking the divine from doing his job. You blocking the family from doing a job. They can't help you. You can't hear them when you're in your head, when you're so cloudy with all this shit that's going on, you know what I'm saying? All the stressors and all the things that's going wrong. Like, you have to recenter so that way you can hear when they're giving you the messages on what to do or what's happening, you know what I'm saying? Your shape was square, so that was like, you need first you need to trust in the divine, okay? That's trust in the divine, which is trusting in yourself, like I previously said. All right, you need to get some order, okay? Organize. What's the first step do I need to start with? Okay, and the first step should always be you. How's my mind, body, soul, and spirit? Okay, you start there, and then you move forward. External to me. Now, what do I have to do? Now, what do I have to do? You know what I'm saying? And you keep going, and that's how you build your stability. That's how things start attracting to you instead of you stressing about it. That's why all you attracting is stress, because that's what you're emitting, you know. And the divine can't send in the good shit because you're not allowing. You blocking everything. Y'all know how manifestation work now. Come on, all right. Your rune was Bunjo, okay, which came up in reverse. So you are not feeling joy, comfort, pleasure, and prosperity. You're not feeling prosperous right now. You're not feeling like your shit is together right now. You're not feeling like you're winning right now. You're not feeling heard. You're not feeling loved. You're not feeling appreciated. Whatever the case may be, you're not feeling like you're getting paid enough. You're not feeling like your kids give a fuck about you or paying, respect you. You're not feeling like your lover loves you or appreciates you. You're just not feeling it. You might not be feeling yourself. You might not be feeling your life decisions and choices that you got that's gotten you to this point. You're not feeling that right now. But the divine, okay, I'm keep going, Lord. Okay. From my Word on the Streets deck, Oracle deck, we got Congratulations, You Played Yourself by DJ Khaled. So you might be feeling like I stuck, you know what I'm saying? Or my decisions, trusting other people, have fucked me over. Or my decisions up to this point, I don't know why I chose to deal with this situation. I don't know why I chose to do this, because it was dumb. Now look at me, you know. From a Universal Dream Team deck, we got Coach. Coach came up in a reverse, which is being a leader. Like it said, how are you being called to lead? It came up in a reverse. You're not doing what you were called to do because you're so focused on all this other shit. And I'm not saying it in a way where it's like not shit that you probably a natural person wouldn't stress over, but this is what the divine is saying. I got you. Cause see, this is in a reverse, but it can easily go up. The Bunjo. I can easily bring this joy, comfort, pleasure, and prosperity to your life if you let me. You know what I'm saying? We got to get out our heads, y'all. All right. And then the song message I pulled was hot and cold. So it's like 1 minute is this, 1 minute is that. That could also be the energy of that's making you feel anxious because it's all these sudden different changes, like, but spirits don't want you to focus on that. Don't worry about that, because When the divine is orchestrating, when you allow the divine to orchestrate, no man can stop it. You know what I'm saying? Nothing can stop it. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? So y'all be easy out here, okay? Like, I know we in a lot of retrograde energy. It's a lot of shit swinging back, doubling back on us. It's the full moon in Pisces, so it's a lot of emotional energy, and it is, because I was getting emotional earlier when I was sitting, just kind of going over it, channeling, and I was getting emotional because I'm like, this shit just make you feel like, man, like, how much more do I have to do? Like, I'm working, I'm fighting, I'm doing the shadow work, like whatever it is that y'all doing, you know, I'm doing it. Like, why is it so hard for me? Like, and the divine wants you to know, because you are the high priest or priestess. You have a very, very prestigious title. So always know, the soldiers in the army gonna go through some shit, but that's why you have the title that you have, because you're the only one that can handle this type of shit. So hold that shit with honor. And I'm so sorry that if this might sound like some bullshit, like how I'm supposed to take all the fuck shit that's happening to me with honor. Like, nah. There's people out there who will fold under the fraction of the pressure that you're under. You are a diamond. Okay? What's that Kendrick Lamar bar? They say pressure bust pipes, but I ain't never had to deal with plumbing in my life. Now that's a bar. Pressure bust pipes. Your pipes ain't bust because that pressure wasn't strong enough, bro. You ain't never had to deal with plumbing. Other people have though. You don't need plumbing. You need resurgence. You need to recensor, and you will be just fine. Then you gonna start seeing shit change for your ass. All right. But you know I don't be liking to leave these messages way too long. If this resonated, please go ahead, drop a like, drop a comment. All right. Before I let y'all go, always make sure you keep your shit real, tell the truth. Make sure you keep your shit raw, no holds barred. Then come back and kick it with your favorite brown skin girl. All right, y'all. Peace. Stay up.